Right, my name is Renison Jeffrey, and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. Now, we are here with the issue we're talking about men need to stand up. It's true, men need to stand up. But sometimes standing up, in some cases, means walking away. And truth be told, sometimes we need to walk away out of a situation as a man. Sometimes as a man, you need to take loss. Yeah, sometimes you need to take loss because some of the times we feel that we must always win. We feel that, we must always have to have the last say. But sometimes it don't really mean that. Because sometimes when you put yourself in a situation and you don't walk away and you want to regain what you previously lost, more trouble you put yourself in. The old people ever saying sometimes you lift yourself up and you just move on. The Tobagonians would have said something which two of us are, we the same culture. But the Tobagonians would have said something. That too shall pass. If it's a woman, well, most of the time it's a woman, and to the ladies, if it's a man, if it's a male, sometimes, we need to walk away. But this is for men. Men, sometimes the situations that you are in, the problem will only stop when you walk away. Don't stay back there to say, I invested this and that, I invested this and that time into the individual. If somebody likes you, they will value you, they will value your time. But here lies a different question altogether. And the question is this. Sometimes somebody start off with you and they feel, that is what they want at that point in time. Because women just change like the wind. And some of the times when they're young, alright, let me start from scratch. It does start off with a teenager, so you can't blame them. They start off, and as the years go, start to build on top of one another, so too is their love. It change. Some evolve for the better and some for the worse. Some of them saying, hey, this is not what I really did want all the time. And they change. But most of the problem comes with this. When we as men self-identify with that process. When we self-identify with the factor that, we need a woman to live. Come on. Some of us. It's not right for a man to, if you get accustomed to it's hard to turn back. But walking away sometimes is the best solution. So just stay in a situation and it continue and that person, watching your back and that. Come on, some of you know that these women and them don't really want you wrong. And because you invested time and money and effort, you can't turn your back. Now, it's a common fallacy that is known as the sunk cost fallacy. It's the reason why gamblers that get so addicted to gambling. Let me say you lost, let's say $5,000. And because you would have lost $5,000, that $15,000 that you have still easy to spend because, hey, if I invest more, I might get back. And it continue until, well, that the end of the night. So at the end of the day, walk away, men. Walk away, you need to. It's the only how you can retain this, your sanity. Don't stand up and stay in a situation because, we'll have a child. It's a good reason to stay if you have a child too, but it's a good reason to leave because that is not the example you will want for your children. No. To know daddy is not a man, mommy advantage him because somebody tell the children know, and because they know certain things go hurt you, they didn't tell you. There is a true sense of that is knowledge in the true sense of the word. Because I would have seen certain things play off in certain situation and certain members within particular cast, like the family, the son, the daughter, would have known certain things. Hey, what your mommy doing? What your mommy treating daddy? And they, not that they don't like the father, they just didn't tell him. Sometimes daddy going to work and mommy bring a man there, and they know what's going on. The girl, they didn't like it because, and they ain't gonna say nothing because, and sometimes families is destroyed because of that. Because when the time come and the child start to do something, and the mother would have tried to correct the child, that boy or a girl, they would have talked and said, "Mommy, don't talk," and they shut them down. And the father like, what is that? You know, it could reach into a deadly position. Sometimes the child become disrespectful to the both parents because one parent's doing something and the child holding secret for them. And I don't want to stray off too much into that topic. I want to stick to the fact that hey, in certain situations, when you see certain things is taking place, the men need to walk away. Count your losses, stand up for the children, but you, for your own sanity, walk away out of these situations. It ain't fair, it ain't right for you. It is degrading as a man to be in a situation, for you to get the feeling, hey, something wrong here. And some of you would have bounced up on what is wrong, or you would have seen the woman in a compromising position, you would have get a text, you know, hear something. But because of the loss and you not wanting to lose, some of you just, you know, continue. You know, some of the times it work out very good for certain people, but at the same time, what does take place is that the woman does lose that respect for the man. It is highly unlikely that in certain situations that can take place. And to say in the least, why I say that, most of the time it has happened. The woman lost respect for the man, and they continue into this relationship that the man had to now start to walk on eggshell because she realized her fear. There are certain men that is afraid of being alone, and some of them, the mere thought of being alone does make them frightened. Yeah, that's so real. They don't know how to live, so they acquire this companion. And part of being a man is you learning to live first, because in any relationship you can only obtain 3 things from a relationship. 1, sex. 2, children. And 3, domestic companionship. And sex and children is a given. Once you're in good health, your sperm count nice and thing, children is a given, sex is a given. But proper domestic companionship is something that is very well different. Some of us, most of the time, when sex is of no sense again and children is of no sex again, the domestic companionship is real different. We don't have that no time. So domestic companionship is really and truly what we supposed to be aiming for, because you can get sex once you're in a relationship, but domestic companionship is something that you does not obtain with any kind of woman. The chemistry had to be real to obtain that, because when you get old, the children get old and they leave. Domestic companionship is something that all men should be striving for. And I go tell you something. The men, we have a secret weapon in which the woman do not have. Women have their secret weapon too, you know. Let me explain it in a little joke. A woman would have left she man and she would have said, "Hey, boy, somebody ain't gonna get nothing tonight. You ain't getting nothing tonight." And his response was, "Yes, I ain't getting nothing from you." To say in the least, who ain't catch it? Women are and will always be the doorkeepers of sex, and men are the doorkeepers of relationship. That give men, a matter of fact, more control. And I will say this: A woman, anybody she will, I mean, if a woman say no is no, she have the power to say, all right, to give who she want. But you as a man have the power to accept what relationship you want to be in. You have that power, and it's time, you know, we exercise that as such. Woman had this power, man had this power. We supposed to meet halfway. It's not supposed to know how to say. We not supposed to know discrepancy between the two. But one party exercising her strength over the next. Well, vice versa, it does work. There is where we supposed to meet at the corridors. This thing was so since in the past, because if a woman was to go with a man just so, and her virginity would have been lost, a man would have said, I don't want this relationship again. But now, the new age man, the beta males and them, they'll just run to propose and get blank. Come on, man, dog. Come on. Come on. Men supposed to be more better than this. We supposed to be controlling the dynamics to a certain degree. Not with perversion, but with understanding. And with that, you know, I ain't going to dive too much in this topic because, you know, I'm leaving the platform open for whoever want to elaborate on the topic. Or you could call my number 333-2176, because this is a thing about empowering men, for men to reach from here to here, and we go keep on going from strength to strength. Men need to stand up. We need to be more empowered. We need to stand up now. You understand what I mean? It's time for you to act the role. Use the alpha male. And sometimes when you end up in certain position, just walk away. My name is Renison Jeffrey, and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget. Peace.